Now let me talk to you the way a man understands a man. See, when a man is deeply attracted to you, it's different. It's not loud all the time. It's not always flowers and fireworks. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's subtle. But baby, it's powerful. When a man is deeply attracted to you, it will always show through his effort. Not just in the beginning when everything is exciting and new, but consistently, steadily, in a way that feels intentional. A man who is truly drawn to a woman does not operate in confusion. He might move at his own pace. He might not always have the perfect words, but his actions will line up. He will reach out. He will check in. He will create opportunities to see you. Effort is the natural response of a man who feels something strong. You won't have to wonder where you stand every single day because his consistency will speak louder than any romantic speech he could ever give you. Deep attraction pushes a man to make space for you in his life. No man is too busy for a woman he is genuinely attracted to. Busy men run companies, build businesses, handle responsibilities, but when their interest is real, they adjust. They shift schedules. They find 20 minutes to call. They drive across town just to see you smile for an hour. Attraction fuels pursuit, and when that fuel is strong, distance, timing, and inconvenience become small obstacles instead of excuses. If he wants you, you will feel it in the way he prioritizes you. You will also notice that he pays attention to details. Men are naturally observant when something matters to them. If he remembers how you take your coffee, the story about your childhood, or the name of your best friend, that is not accidental. That is focus. A man who is deeply attracted studies the woman he desires. He wants to understand what makes her laugh, what makes her upset, what inspires her. He gathers information not because he is interrogating you, but because he is investing in knowing you. Attention is a powerful indicator of attraction. There is also a protective instinct that quietly appears. Not possessiveness, not control, but care. He wants to make sure you get home safely. He notices your mood shifts. He checks if you are comfortable. When a man feels strongly drawn to a woman, something inside him activates that says, I need to look out for her. It is subtle, but it is steady. He may not always announce it, but his actions will reflect that sense of responsibility toward your well-being. Another powerful sign is how he presents himself around you. A man who is deeply attracted will try. He will dress better. He will fix his posture. He will be more mindful of his words. That effort to impress is not vanity. It is desire mixed with respect. When a woman truly matters to him, he wants to show up as his best version. He wants to be seen as capable, confident, and worthy. Attraction inspires self-improvement because he does not want to lose the opportunity standing in front of him. And perhaps the strongest evidence of all is emotional presence. When he is with you, he is with you. His phone is less important. The room fades. His attention centers on the conversation, the laughter, the shared moment. Deep attraction narrows a man's focus. It creates intensity in how he listens and how he responds. You feel seen. You feel chosen in that space. And that feeling does not come from surface-level interest. It comes from a man whose attention, effort, protection, improvement, and presence all align toward one direction, you. When a man is deeply attracted to you, one of the clearest signs is the protective instinct that naturally rises within him. This is not about control, jealousy, or ownership. It is about care. There is a calm but firm awareness that he feels toward your safety, your comfort, and your emotional well-being. He will walk slightly closer to the street side without thinking about it. He will ask you to text him when you get home. If you sound stressed, he will notice the shift in your tone and ask what is wrong. That protective energy is not loud, but it is consistent. It shows up in small, thoughtful gestures that reveal he feels responsible in some way for your peace. A man does not develop that instinct for someone he is only casually interested in. Protection grows where attraction runs deep. You may also notice that he becomes more aware of his surroundings when you are together. He pays attention to who is around you, how people interact with you, and whether you are comfortable in the environment, not because he doubts you, but because he values what he feels. When a man is deeply drawn to a woman, he becomes alert. His senses heighten. He wants to make sure that nothing disrupts the connection or causes you harm. It is an instinct rooted in desire and attachment. The stronger the attraction, the stronger the urge to safeguard what matters. At the same time, deep attraction reveals itself through body language long before words are spoken. The body rarely lies. If he leans in when you speak, maintains steady eye contact, or subtly mirrors your movements, those are signs of genuine engagement. His shoulders turn toward you even in a crowded room. His feet point in your direction. He finds small reasons to close the physical distance between you. These signals are often unconscious. They happen because his body is responding to how he feels inside. Attraction pulls him closer without him even realizing it. Touch also becomes intentional. A light hand on your back as you walk through a doorway, fingers brushing against yours during conversation, a brief but lingering hug. These touches are not random. They are careful, respectful attempts to create connection. When a man is deeply attracted, physical proximity feels natural to him. He seeks it in subtle ways that test comfort and build intimacy. If he senses you respond positively, that connection deepens. Physical closeness becomes a language between you, one that speaks without sound. Eye contact carries weight as well. A man who feels strong attraction will hold your gaze a little longer than necessary. There is intensity there, sometimes softened with warmth, sometimes charged with desire. He looks at you like he is trying to understand you and admire you at the same time. That kind of focus is not casual. It reflects mental and emotional engagement layered on top of physical attraction. Even his nervousness can reveal depth. If he occasionally stumbles over words or seems slightly more alert around you, it may be because he cares about the impression he is making. Deep attraction brings vulnerability. He wants to be seen positively in your eyes. He wants approval without appearing desperate for it. That delicate balance creates small signs of tension, the kind that shows he values the connection. When protection, body language, intentional touch, focused eye contact, and subtle nervous energy all appear together, they form a pattern. That pattern speaks clearly. It shows a man whose attraction is not shallow or fleeting, but rooted in genuine desire, awareness, and emotional investment. When a man is deeply attracted to you, he begins to imagine you in his future without even realizing he is doing it. It slips into his language naturally. He will say things like, "We should try that restaurant one day," or "You would love this place I used to go to," or even, "Next time we travel, we should go there." Those small words, "we us next time," carry weight. Men do not casually project women into their future plans unless there is genuine desire behind it. Attraction that is shallow stays in the present moment. Deep attraction stretches forward. It quietly starts building tomorrow. This future-oriented thinking is not always dramatic. He may not immediately talk about marriage or long-term commitment. Instead, it shows up in subtle planning. He keeps you in mind when making decisions. He considers whether something fits into both of your lives rather than just his own. When a man starts adjusting his long-term goals to include your presence, that is not accidental. It means he sees value that goes beyond temporary excitement. He is picturing what life could feel like with you consistently in it. At the same time, deep attraction causes a man to prioritize you even when life becomes demanding. Every man has responsibilities, work, family, goals, obligations. But when he is truly drawn to you, you do not get pushed aside easily. He finds time. He creates balance. You will notice that even during stressful periods, he maintains communication. He checks in. He reassures. He does not disappear for long stretches without explanation. Prioritization is one of the clearest signs of deep attraction because it reflects choice. He is choosing to invest energy in you despite everything else pulling at him. Another important sign is the way he opens up emotionally. Men do not easily reveal vulnerability unless they feel safe and strongly connected. If he begins sharing personal stories, fears, ambitions, or insecurities, it means he trusts you. Attraction may begin with physical interest, but when it becomes deep, it grows into emotional transparency. He wants you to see beyond the surface. He allows you access to parts of himself that he does not show everyone. That level of openness is not casual. It is intentional and meaningful. You may also notice that he seeks your opinion more often. He asks what you think about his decisions, his ideas, even his appearance. This is not insecurity, it is respect. When a man values a woman deeply, her perspective matters. He wants her approval. He wants to impress her not just physically, but intellectually and emotionally. Seeking your input is a quiet way of integrating you into his world. His consistency becomes stronger over time rather than weaker. Temporary attraction fades quickly once the novelty disappears. Deep attraction, however, grows steadier. He does not lose interest after the first few weeks. Instead, he becomes more reliable. His behavior aligns with his words. His interest remains stable. That steadiness creates emotional security because you are no longer questioning his intentions daily. When future planning, prioritization, emotional openness, respect for your opinion, and steady consistency all appear together, they form a foundation. That foundation reveals a man who is not simply entertained by you, but genuinely drawn toward building something lasting with you. When a man is deeply attracted to you, one of the strongest signs is the way he listens. Not the kind of listening where he nods while waiting for his turn to speak, but the kind where he is fully present. He remembers the little things you mention in passing. He brings up details weeks later that you forgot you even shared. That level of attention is not accidental. Men focus on what matters to them. If he recalls your favorite snack, your stressful meeting, or the story about your childhood dream, it means he has been storing pieces of you in his mind. Attraction sharpens his awareness because he wants to understand you, not just impress you. You will also notice how he responds to your emotions. When you are happy, he seems lighter. When you are upset, he becomes concerned. Deep attraction creates emotional sensitivity. He does not dismiss your feelings or brush them aside. Instead, he tries to solve, comfort, or at least support. Even if he does not always have the perfect words, the effort to show up emotionally is there. A man who is strongly drawn to you does not enjoy seeing you distressed. Your mood affects him because he feels connected. Another clear sign is how he speaks about you to others. If he mentions you in conversations with friends or family, that carries weight. A man does not highlight a woman publicly unless she holds importance in his life. Whether it is sharing something funny you said or proudly introducing you, these actions reflect that he values your presence. Attraction becomes deeper when he is not trying to keep you hidden or separate from his world. Instead, he gradually integrates you into it. Deep attraction also influences how he handles conflict or misunderstandings. A man who only feels surface-level interest may walk away quickly when things become complicated. But when his attraction is strong, he stays engaged. He wants resolution. He wants clarity. He is willing to communicate rather than disappear. That willingness to work through tension shows that he sees the connection as worth protecting. Effort during challenges reveals more than effort during easy moments. You may also observe that he becomes slightly competitive about winning your attention. Not in an aggressive way, but in a focused way. He wants to stand out. He wants to be the one who makes you laugh the hardest or smile the widest. That drive comes from desire. He feels the value of your attention and wants to earn it. Deep attraction fuels that motivation to remain memorable in your life. Another important element is patience. When a man is deeply attracted, he does not rush you recklessly. He may desire closeness, but he also respects your pace. He understands that meaningful connection cannot be forced. His patience reflects that he is thinking long-term rather than just seeking immediate gratification. He is willing to invest time because he sees potential. All these behaviors, attentive listening, emotional responsiveness, public acknowledgement, commitment during conflict, focused effort to impress, and patient consistency create a pattern. That pattern reveals depth. It shows a man whose attraction is layered with respect, intention, and genuine interest in building something that extends beyond a fleeting moment of excitement. When a man is deeply attracted to you, he does not just admire you from a distance. He becomes intentional about growth. Attraction at this level challenges him. It pushes him to elevate. You may notice he starts setting clearer goals, working harder, or becoming more disciplined in areas of his life. That shift is not random. When a woman truly captures a man's attention, he begins to measure himself differently. He asks himself if he is strong enough, stable enough, focused enough to deserve her. Deep attraction awakens a desire to become better, not because she demanded it, but because he wants to stand tall beside her. You will also see it in the way he manages his image around you. He becomes more aware of how he speaks, how he dresses, and how he carries himself. It is not about pretending to be someone else. It is about presenting his best self. A man who is only mildly interested will not invest much effort into refinement. But a man who feels deeply drawn will polish himself without being asked. He wants you to look at him with admiration. He wants to earn your respect. That level of self-awareness signals that your opinion holds weight in his world. Deep attraction also changes how he handles temptation and distractions. When his feelings are strong, other options lose their shine. His focus narrows. It becomes less about exploring and more about protecting what feels meaningful. You may sense that he becomes more selective with his time and attention. That is because genuine attraction creates clarity. He is not easily pulled away when he feels he has found something valuable. His loyalty begins forming even before labels are discussed. Another powerful sign is the depth of his curiosity about you. He does not just ask surface questions. He wants to know what shaped you, what hurt you, what inspires you, what makes you feel alive. He listens closely to your dreams and fears. Deep attraction makes him fascinated by your story. He wants to understand your past because he is imagining himself in your future. That kind of curiosity reflects emotional investment, not casual interest. You may also notice that he becomes more emotionally expressive over time. At first, he might hold back slightly, testing the waters. But as his attraction deepens, he begins to verbalize appreciation. He compliments not only your appearance, but your mind, your strength, your character. He acknowledges qualities that go beyond the physical. That transition from surface praise to meaningful affirmation reveals that his feelings are layered. He is not just drawn to how you look, he is drawn to who you are. Deep attraction often reveals itself in sacrifice as well. He may rearrange plans to be present for something important to you. He may step outside his comfort zone to support your interests. Sacrifice is a language of value. Men do not easily give up convenience unless something feels worth it. When he consistently chooses your happiness over his ease, that speaks volumes. You will also feel a certain steadiness in his presence. He does not fluctuate wildly between intense attention and cold distance. His energy remains balanced. He shows up when he says he will. He communicates when something changes. That reliability builds trust. Deep attraction is not chaotic. It seeks stability because it wants longevity. Over time, his actions begin aligning in a way that feels cohesive. Growth, effort, loyalty, curiosity, expression, sacrifice, and steadiness blend together. It becomes clear that his attraction